guys, welcome to And Then You Nom It. And we're going to be Papa Mama, this is, I'm here with Greg. Hi.
Hello.
And today we're going to be making...
We're making... Yeah, I didn't know you wanted me to do
You
it.
don't know what we're making?
I know what we're making. We're making cornbread stuffing.
Yep, we are going to try our hand at some vegan cornbread stuffing. Would you like to get me a whisk?
A whisk.
Alright, so... if you are from the South, you've probably had cornbread stuffing. It is... Can you give me the metal one?
Fine.
Sorry. It is a tradition. We haven't actually eaten it in a few years because we were eating paleo, and you know, so you don't eat any kind of grains or anything. Yay! And I'm looking forward to this, but we're having to alter it because cornbread stuffing has a lot of, like it's got chicken broth, it's got eggs, this thing,
bacon drippings.
It's got milk, buttermilk, and we're not going to eat any of that. So we're going to try this and see how it goes. We have a mixing bowl, a whisk, I don't even know the dimensions of this.
I think it's a 9-inch pan.
9 by 5. I mean 9.5 inch. Whatever. We've got our oven heated to 400 degrees. And now we're going to start putting all this stuff together. So we have a cup and a half of corn meal. Now, I would prefer to use like a yellow cornmeal, but all they had was white and junk. So
Yeah.
we're gonna use it.
It's like it's mid-November, and there were 2 bags of any kind of cornmeal left at the store because everybody's making cornbread and cornbread dressing.
Right. All right. Our next thing is we're going to add 3 tablespoons of sweet potato puree, and I just baked a sweet potato, and that is going to substitute for oil and make it a little more sticky.
And
Now,
tasty.
I have made 2 flax eggs. 1 is going to be sticky, and 2 is also going to add some good stuff here. But this is just, I took 2 tablespoons of flaxseed, ground them up, and used 6 tablespoons of hot water. And if you can see, it's just kind of really sticky.
One of the nice things about flax seeds, if you don't know, is ground flaxseed helps lower blood pressure. So if you're getting into veganism for like health reasons, it's good to add ground flaxseed stuff.
Yeah. Alright, I have reduced the amount of salt because my dad might actually try this, and he can't eat a lot of salt, so I'm just using 1/4 of a teaspoon. And then we've got 1 1.25?
Yeah, it's 1 1/4.
1 1/4 cups of soy milk that I added a tablespoon of lemon juice to, so it gets more of a buttermilk.
So I want to use
flavor.
unsweetened instead of
Oh yeah,
original.
this is, I said soy milk, but
Yeah.
this is actually unsweetened almond milk. And then, just because this is personal preference, you don't have to do this, I am adding 1/2 cup of corn kernels. And this is sweet corn kernels that I have, that were frozen and I've thawed. And then we're just gonna mix this up. So we're gonna start at 25 minutes, and if that doesn't do it, we'll do an extra 5 minutes. But that is our cornbread. It looks real.
It's a dough.
Looks real good.
Rubber
Thank
spatula.
you.
And we did not grease this this baking dish at all. And one of the reasons we're making we're wanting to reduce our oil intake, but we're making cornbread specifically for stuffing, so it's not like we have to worry about it all breaking a dressing. Yeah. Sorry, we're not going to put this in anybody. No animals will be harmed in the making of this dressing.
Well, it's also called dressing. You make this in big pans.
Right.
Alright, 25 minutes.
That was good already. So do you ever think that one of the nice things about being vegan is the fact that you can always eat the dough if you wanted?
Yes.
Right.
Alright, we'll see you in 25. Okay guys, we're about to take it out of the oven.
That's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen a white cornbread like that before.
I don't know that I have either. So we have tested this cornbread with a toothpick. We're going to let it cool off, but we are going to taste it because it's new. Okay. When I was growing up, my mom would always make the dressing for the family Thanksgiving lunch with my dad's family, and we would make the cornbread, and when it was cooled off, she would only use the inside of the cornbread, and she would break off the edges so that the dressing was just full of the inner moist delicious part, and the outer more crunchy part was left. But we would take that and we would put peanut butter on it, and that was our snack. And she would have hers with buttermilk, which is gross. But
very southern.
Very southern. But it was always like, you know, the fun little thing to do. This is really hot.
Really hot, got it.
Really hot.
Yes, yes it is.
What'd you think?
I'm surprised by the texture. I was expecting to have more of that grainy cornmeal texture. Is that because we use the white cornmeal?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's much more regular bready texture, but the flavor is very cornbread. Of course, mine's also got corn kernels in it, so that helps.
Yeah, mine had a little bit. It's definitely not very salty.
Not at all. But that's fine, because we want to make it with the dressing. We're going to put herbs and spices, vegetables. It's going to be good, Deborah.
It is. It's going to be good. I like it.
I like it too.
Anything else?
No, we just got to let this cool down, and we'll go on to phase 2.
Alright, we'll see when this is cooled off. Hey guys, we are back. Our cornbread is cooled off. I am going to turn on this light. Here we go. Alright, so I've got my mixing bowl, and it is full of the crumbled up cornbread, and then I've got 3 pieces of dried, stale, whole wheat bread. If you forget to leave it out overnight, then you can just toast it, dry toast it, for about 3 minutes on each side on medium, and get you the same dry bread quality. So this is 3 slices of bread, the entire cornbread, and because we cooked it without oil, it didn't have any crunchy bits on the edges.
Oh, so we're actually getting more mileage out of our cornbread.
We are.
Nice.
Okay, so we did oil our dressing dish, and you'll want to use like a 9x13, but we don't have one for reasons unknown. I don't know why we don't have
I
it.
probably broke it.
Yeah, could be. So we're using an 8x11.
And a 9x9.
Yeah, we've got a 9x9. on hand in case we need more room, but you're going to want to do just the bare minimum of oil just to keep it from sticking and being gross on Thanksgiving. Alright, 2 teaspoons of poultry seasoning, and I just mixed up a half a teaspoon of sage, ground sage, a half a teaspoon of marjoram, a half a teaspoon of oregano, and a half teaspoon of thyme, and that is our seasoning. We also have a half a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. We have the rest of our baked sweet potato that has just been mashed. We have, I just chopped these in my food processor, but you can chop them by hand or use a mandolin, whatever you want to do. But in here are 3 stalks, large stalks of celery, 1 sweet onion, because I love sweet onions, but you can use any kind of onion, and you can use either 1 bell pepper or 3 baby bells, which is what I used, and I used a yellow, an orange, and a red, but you can do a green. That's traditional, but green bell peppers do not agree with me.
And this has autumn colors, so.
Yes. And then we have the equivalent of 3 flax eggs, so that's 3 tablespoons of ground flaxseed and 9 tablespoons of warm water. And then we have 4 cups of vegetable broth, and you know, you can make your own. It's evaporated a little bit. But I just, you know, and I know it's going to add a lot of salt and a lot of, well, not a lot of oil, but a little bit of oil. But I just used the better than bouillon in some boiling water. So we're going to mix all of that in our mixing bowl.
Spatula.
What's on your mind, Ray?
Stuffing.
Okay.
I mean, really? I was also thinking, those of you who watched our video the other week where we made, what was it? It was a green bean casserole, and we used our tapioca flour gravy recipe to substitute for the mushroom soup, and we had onions and mushrooms and made the gravy like that. You could actually make some of that. You can make a batch of that to have on Thanksgiving so that you can add it to your stuffing. Because I know a lot of people like to have gravy with their stuffing, at least around here.
Oh no, around here people like to have cranberry jelly.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Maybe where you're from, but where I'm from is cranberry jelly with your stuffing or your dressing.
Right. Which reminds me, we gotta figure out how to do that.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll tackle that this year.
It's so exhausting being a kitchen mad scientist trying to make vegan. But it's fun.
Now this is going to be real soupy. That is fine. You'd rather it be too wet than too dry. it looks like a delicious soup, doesn't it?
It does, actually. Like, we've made soups that look like this.
I don't know. It smells good. Oh, it smells like this. Real stuff.
That's dressing.
This might work out.
All right.
Alright, so once you get that all mixed together good, just gonna put it in our pan. Get it all in there. And and we have preheated our oven to 350 degrees. And this is going to go in for 30 minutes. Okay.
I tell it's gonna be good. It's got vegetables like sticking out.
Gravy.
What?
You said I can tell it's going to be good gravy.
It says it's gonna be good dressing.
You said gravy.
Did I say gravy? Leave a comment down below.
Alright, we're going to see you guys in 30 minutes, and we're going to eat it. We're going to numb it, and hopefully it's going to be good. We'll see. See you in a little bit.
It looks good as soon as you open the door to the oven. The smell.
Right. Alright. There you go. It is a little soupy, but I'd rather have it soupy than dry.
Yeah, exactly. It looks good, and you can see all the nice herbs and stuff in there.
And it smells wonderful.
Mmm. Their best dressing. It's really hot though.
It's really hot. It came straight out of the oven. It will probably it's due to stand for a little while before it eats.
Probably, but it is too big.
I don't even know if I need cranberry sauce with this.
An alternative thing, we could do.
What?
Craisins.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
We can like bake dried cranberries right into it. Mmm.
What is it?
It's so good.
I don't know that my dad would like it.
And why is that?
He's used to his dressing, and he likes it a specific way. But I think it's good.
I think it's really good.
Plus, it does have a lot of flaxseed in it. And he has our tongue seeds.
That's true. And that's not something you could really cut out because we use that as our egg substitute. Do you think it needed to bake a little longer? I'm personally pretty happy with the...
I think something else I would like to do is saute the onions because they're a little robust.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's my answer to everything. The onions need to be sauteed every time. Try to do it the way other people say, and then I end up regretting not sauteing the onions.
Yeah. So saute the onions, add dried cranberries. Anything else you think of that we do the next time around?
I don't know. It's pretty good. What are your thoughts?
I definitely think that the flavor would deepen if it had the sauteed onions. Get them a little caramelized. Did we add any soy sauce or coconut beans to it? I think we should maybe do that to deepen out the flavor, especially if we're gonna add
Oh, I just put that right over my face.
something sweet to it as well. That's the only two things I think of that could possibly improve. The spices are spot on.
And it made the whole house smell good.
That's always a nice thing about doing the cooking yourself because the whole house smells good.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about a tablespoon of coconut aminos?
Yeah, I think that'd be definitely enough. And maybe a quarter cup of dried cranberries.
Yeah. Definitely some yellow cornmeal.
Right.
The white cornmeal's just messing with me.
Agreed. It throws the texture and mouthfeel off a little bit.
Mm-hmm. It does, because it's not whole. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna go to waste.
No.
I think it's gonna be eaten.
I'm gonna eat it with my face. Mm-hmm.
Anything else? I finished mine.
Yeah, I'm not even done with mine yet. But I like it. It's good. A couple of tweaks and we're gonna have really solid cornbread dressing. And it'll be all vegan.
Mm-hmm.
And oil free.
Not oil free.
Well, almost oil free.
We're pretty close.
Yeah. I mean, compared to the way that we traditionally cook, it's oil free.
Well, traditionally, it has a lot of butter in it.
Exactly. And one of the recipes we found said, go ahead and put the bacon drippings in the pan so that they can melt while you're getting everything together. So, yeah. I would say definitely compared to that, this is pretty oil free.
Yeah, that's pretty close.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Anything else?
No, nothing I can think of.
Alright guys, I think if you make this and you do the tweaks that we said, where you like saute the onions, add a little coconut aminos, maybe add some dried cranberries to it, this is a solid Thanksgiving dish. It is really tasty and it really just makes the whole house smell so delicious and so much like Thanksgiving.
Right.
Especially if you're from the South.
Mm-hmm. This could totally be the centerpiece of a Thanksgiving feast.
I would totally still like to try some seitan.
Seitan. Yes.
Don't do that.
Sorry. But yeah, I'd like to try seitan too. Especially since we keep seeing people use it and they do it and they cook it and then they serve it and it looks like I want to eat that with my face. Definitely.
So maybe like this with a seitan roast and some green bean casserole and some rolls and some mashed potatoes.
Sounds
just
like
lots
Thanksgiving
of
feast.
carby goodness. And it'll be good. So if you like this video and you want to see more, make sure you hit the like button and tell us what's your favorite way to have dressing or stuffing. And we're going to try to make another video this week, and it'll be me and the kids, and we're going to be trying some mashed potatoes.
Nice. Don't forget to save some for me.
I'll save you some, maybe. You know how these kids are. No, don't cry. Don't. And then next week, let's see. We are getting close, aren't we?
We really are.
Let's see.
Next week is Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
A week from Thursday.
A week from Thursday. So we're going to try to get in at least 3 videos between now and Thanksgiving. And that's going to be mashed potatoes, this one, the dressing, and some rolls at the very least.
So wish us luck.
Yeah. So, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.